Hello.
Welcome to
Socially
Socially
Sound.
Sound. I am Sarah.
And I'm Kirsty.
So this episode is the reintroduction of who we are and what Socially Sound is. So do you want to introduce yourself? Who are you?
Yeah, so obviously, I'm Kirsty. I create content on social media focusing on various things, changing my hair colour, access, advocacy, and many things. But aside from that, I work professionally in campaigns, so I focus on deaf people, our rights, equity, policy work. Sarah?
Yeah. So I am Sarah. I do a multitude of things. Full time, I work as an audiologist. I qualified in 2022 and I've been working in hospitals with adults since. But also, I am a freelance BSL performer and a creative, so I do a lot of dancing, writing, but also content creation, socially sound. I do a lot of stuff. I just create and put it out there, share it. But also advocacy, a lot of discussions with people, whatever. So I do a lot of things. So what started Socially Sound? We need to go back, way back. Background, I won't bore you with the details. So long story short, we met online. We were challenging each other, and then Kirsty reached out and said, I like you. So let's create a partnership and create content together. I agreed, and we started with Wisdom Wednesday.
Yeah.
So we were regularly uploading on Wednesdays short videos about different topics, and then people were asking, oh, why not do longer videos, more in-depth conversations? So we created Socially Sound, first on Instagram, and then we realised that there were not any BSL podcasts. Accessible podcasts, none of those either. So we thought, why not upgrade our content, our Socially Sound, and become a podcast? So we were on YouTube, so we can share the videos on Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter, which we no longer do now, but also Spotify, which happened a bit later because our hearing audience reached out and said, we would love to be able to just play what you're saying and listen in the background. So we agreed. So that's what kind of started Socially Sound, and since then we've just been creating content and upgrading and becoming bigger and better. Yeah.
Yeah, and I think Socially Sound is like a place where we can just sit down and discuss things, but also bring up issues that maybe aren't discussed as much in the community. Maybe people don't want to talk about it out of fear of how they're perceived, but we don't really mind. We just want to talk about things because if we don't talk about it, nothing will happen, nothing will change. And we have a lot to say. A lot to say.
And we are honest and authentic as well. But yeah, just in-depth conversations. So Socially Sound, the concept is, if you remember, we have a frame and it has the definition, which is where you get access to all things deaf.
Yeah.
And we're just sharing that with you, sharing our conversations, our discussions, and allowing people to send in what they want discussed as well. Because a lot of conversations happen within the deaf community, but outside of that, not much. So we're educating and helping people realise what's happening within the community so they can help. But it's also to help parents of deaf children, help people who are late deafened and feel like, oh, I'm understood and related to. So this is really to help a variety of people, not just deaf people within the community, but also feel like they're outside and not a part of it. It's for hearing people, professionals, so many. So that is kind of the ideology behind Socially Sound.
Yeah, and the word deaf, we're not only focusing on like the medical version of it, we're talking about culture, community, language, relationships, So we really want to show that in the mainstream world and not just keep it in the deaf community. We want to put it out there.
Yeah, yeah. And we're trying to make it accessible. So deaf people who use BSL, captions for people to read along, voiceovers afterwards so hearing people can listen as well. We do have plans in the future to make it more accessible. So we use BSL. Obviously, there's a network of deaf people who don't use BSL and we don't sign other languages. So how do we make it accessible for them to understand what we're signing? So that's kind of where we are now. We're just, working on ourselves and trying to go up from here.
Yeah, so if any of you have any ideas for what you want to see from us, like topics you think that we haven't brought up, or maybe we have talked about some topics but you want us to go more in depth, or anything that you want to know about us, the podcast, life, whatever, just comment.
And if you have any ideas or recommendations or anything that you want to see on the technical side, like videos or better captioned or whatever it is, any ideas or suggestions, tell us. We are more than happy to take those on board and just work on our content and make it better. But yeah, like we said, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, we're trying to reach a bigger audience through different platforms where we can engage with a multitude of people within the community and outside of it. So what is socially sound? It's just a space where two of us sit and talk in depth on different topics and share that with you. So yeah. That's a cute reintroduction. And I don't think we've done a proper one, just a brief one, but nothing to let people know who we are, what we're doing, why we're doing this. But I did say to someone recently, this for me is kind of like a space to give a voice to other people who feel kind of, they don't want to say it themselves, but feel like they can trust us to kind of bring these topics to light and share their opinions. So it's not just a space for us two to talk, but for other people to feel understood, feel like they can trust us to share their opinions and give tips and advice for other people.
And to feel seen, yeah.
Yeah, feel quote unquote heard. Yeah, heard through our hands. Yeah. So, safe space, education, awareness.
It's
fun.
beautiful to see where we've come from.
I know.
And I'm excited for the future as well. There's a lot of things coming.
Yeah. Socially sound for us was the first time we met face to face as well. Because before, Wisdom Wednesday was online, where we're just creating separate videos and putting it together. And then the first time when we set up Socially Sound was when we first met. As friends and as partners.
Yeah.
Amazing, wow. We've grown. And we're going to keep growing.
Yes, 100%.
Love you.
Love you.
Well, I hope you enjoyed our reintroduction. I hope that makes our concept a bit clearer for you. Yeah. Hopefully you stay with us through our journey. If you're new, we hope you stay. If you've been here from the beginning, we appreciate you. We love you. Make sure you subscribe,
like,
comment,
share.
Mwah.